Hey, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. So here we are for Deathly Hallows Most Wanted Scrims. First game is on Erringle, and I'm very happy to say I'll be joined this evening for my co-commentary by none other than Abs. Great to have you back streaming live streaming, Abs. How you doing?
Hello, thrilled to be back.
Okay, so here we are, Erringle game 1, and there's our flight line. So we're going from the north by Stolba all the way down to the Mill Base Island. So yeah, quite a few interesting jump spots available from that flight line, Abs.
And I think with a match such as this, we normally see a few early jumpers, and that's exactly what we're seeing today. With a few teams jumping out by Thor, Team 10's on the Odin, Team 5 Fusion Elite, and Team 15 Team Big. But there you can see there's a little bit of a gap, and then we start seeing more teams jumping in. The Roshok, the School, and Yasnaya. A few fan favourite hotspots, I think.
Yeah, be interested to see if we get anybody fighting it out on the Mill Base. May well get a few people jumping into vehicles early, going for loot locations a little bit away from the flight path, but we'll see. We've got a good distribution east and west.
And I'm thinking maybe that might just be a tactical move in that because it is the first match, some of the teams, whether they have new players or if they're new clans completely, as a couple of them are today, they may just want to get a bit of a feel for the other teams that are playing and then edit their strategies and their tactics accordingly.
Yeah, well, it looks like we've got a couple of teams that are pretty close to each other. These guys, this is team number 11, Sons of Odin, and they're not too far away from our friends in Team Big, and I believe that Team 16, that's Fitzy and the boys, but they're going for a little bit of a drift, actually, trying to get away from Team 16 here.
And I think that is the best move to make, but already we're getting a couple of knocks.
Here we are with team number 16. Not too far away from Only the Brave. And a couple of players from Zen not too far away. And I think those are the ones that that had the knocks. But I think everybody's up and running okay again now.
So Team 18 is made up of Phil, Alex and Don, so they are going in as a trio this time round. Now, depending on the team you sort of have, a trio can be fine if you have somebody that can double up possibly in some of the roles, but a 3 against a 4 is always going to be tough.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to quickly jump down to Mill Base. Now we're here with squad number 15. That's another team from Big, and looks like they're pretty close to the Noob Hunters. So yeah, just a couple of buildings apart here. We've got Flarian and Lil Bean, Gerbil. Now looks like they're heading a little bit away from this one, so not looking to push an early engagement. Few shots exchanged, but nothing too serious yet.
And looking at Teammate, they've already lost Noob Hunters pre-mixed. Looks as though he fell when they went up against Team 15 at the Zen team, who are just down the bottom of the road there. So they're already one man down. So they will now have to really rethink the way they're going, possibly edit and mend a little bit, and then try and take on the other teams they come up against.
Yeah. They'll feel that because normally pretty aggressive team. The guys from Noob Hunters there. Now, okay, here we have some shots being exchanged. Now, this team from Noob Hunters already two players down. So yeah, a bit of a rough start for the guys from Noob Hunters here. But they're looking to rotate away from that one. So here we are again with the action that we were on a little bit earlier. And looks like they've managed to put some damage into the team from Noob Hunters here. We'll see if they're going to go for an aggressive push.
But aggressive is always more fun, and you love your gratuitous fun.
Here we go. Yep, these guys are getting into it, so... And Gerbil there doing the business, getting a couple of knocks. Only Missy left up now for this. Gerbil pretty low in health. Going for some tap fire with the M16. And putting that to very good effect. So Missy also now knocked. So you have to say this is Zen team. Sorry, it's not Zen, is it?
Noob Hunters.
Noob Hunters. The Noob Hunters team having taken an initial blow there by losing pre-mixed, get looted up, come back aggressively strong and take out their opponent. So fantastic work there. Great tap fire from Gerbil.
But not only to mention that, if you look at the map now, we do have Team 9 creeping in, and there is another one.
So we are here with Flareon, putting in a good burst with the M4 there, getting the smoke out to try and protect her teammate. So yeah, great aggressive push from Noob Hunters there, but almost got caught napping. The guys from Sons of Odin pushing on them from behind. But great use of the smoke there. Should be able to get the teammate. Oh no, in fact, no, Gerbil didn't make it. So that's 2 members down now. So it's just Flareon and Lil Bean. They have taken 3 kills, but they may well decide that as a duo, they probably want to rotate away from this one, and that's indeed what they're doing. So interesting first zone there's Abs. We're not going to be anywhere near Mill-based Island, so we're certainly looking around the central area of the map here, I think.
And that is a lovely zone for them, but we do have to feel a bit sorry for the team on military, because not only do they have to go across the bridge, they also have teams nearby possibly waiting. So we could see a little bit of a bridge camp, I think.
Yeah, I can't. Well, we'll see if the guys from Noob Hunters here, because they're potentially going to be coming past squad number 22 here. Now, 22 aren't looking at a bridge camp, but they're not too far away from it, so it'll be interesting to see if these guys run into each other.
If they've got 20/20 vision, they won't need to be sitting on the bridge. They can see that from there.
And squad number 6 now should be rotating past very, very soon. Here we go. But no, straight past, and the guys from Zero Tolerance. That's interesting. How did Blocks get in as a solo? That's an odd one. Maybe his team got glitched out. Don't really know what happened there.
They came in as a duo, so it looks as though somebody may have got booted due to a lack of map.
Okay, here we are with squad number 4 from Fusion Elite. Well, I don't know who these guys are shooting at, but
They're just practicing.
Just practicing, yep. That's shooting the thin air. Very valuable skill. Do it all the time. There we go. So
But the one thing to point out though is that we are still seeing fairly spread out map. Now, I don't know if that is just tactics maybe, or if some of it's going fast and furious maybe.
okay, so we're here with squad number 6 with guys. It's interesting, isn't it, the amount of clan hopping that goes on, because nobody ever changes their clan tag on their name. It makes it really confusing. We've got like 3 different clan tags in that group. It's fantastic. I believe that team is from Fusion Elite, so we're going to go with that. That's what it says on the rotor. So yeah, thank you for that. It's always helpful in commentary, you bunch of grubs. Right.
It's like they're exchange students.
It's like, Yeah, who have you got visiting you this week? Oh, we got somebody from Riot and 2 guys from Elusive. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Send one of them our way.
Yeah. So, pretty quiet start of the game. A couple of initial early engagements, but we've still got 65 players left alive. 20 teams still contesting this one. We're going to jump up here. It looks like we might have potentially some... about to get into some action potentially with Only the Brave. Here we are with the appropriately named Jiggle all over the place. There we go. And the knocks going in from the guys from Fusion Elite here.
No, they've got a great position.
Lady here doing her best to try and get the res on, but not enough. And Jiggle comes up, gets the kill, and that is the 3 guys taken out. So 3 early kills for the guys from... yeah, they've done it as well. Who is this lot? Yeah, okay.
Fusion Elite.
Fusion Elite. Are we sure? Are we going for Fusion Elite? Are you? PTSD? I'm not sure.
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Ask the audience. Come on.
Where's Jamie when we need it?
I've got the roster in front of me. It's just I'm making a point. Yeah, bunch of lunatics changing Clantos. Okay, here we are with Deadpool from Sons of Odin, who I believe is our most wanted player for the first game today. And looks like they're not too far away from the duo from Noob Hunters. Noob Hunters obviously lost 2 players early on. And we're here with Flareon. I think she's more than aware that they're not alone here.
Now, Flareon's been doing really well this week. She's been going high at it in duos and has just received a Conqueror rank.
Oh, great.
I think she might be more than capable. And I've seen her go up against a few squads in that time. So we could be seeing some really good gameplay shortly.
Yeah, well, she's certainly a very good gunfighter. Covered her in quite a few scrims, but somewhat separated from her teammate here.
Can I say it?
You can. Oh, look, we've got... Abs, go on, say it. We've got a burning split. Abs. Oh, manages to... Goes to get into the window there and gets hit from behind and thirsted up. So that is Flareon now down as a solo, facing a full team of 4. Here we go. Switches out from the Uzi to the M4. Changes location. Gets a great knock. Goes for the thirster. That cost her, I think it was potentially another knock there, but frankly, going up 1-on-4 is always going to be a big ask. And the guys from Sons of Odin take 3 kills now. And there is our next circle. So we're still saying very, very central. We haven't had any aggressive shifts yet. We're still around the centre area of the map. Rojok and School. And always interesting when this river behind Rojok features. Sometimes can be difficult to judge which side of the river it's going to go. So we'll check that out in later phases of play. Just going to jump down. Here we are with squad number 23. Now, I think there's a new addition this week. I believe these are the guys from the great name, Deadly Divs. Fantastic. Loving that. And they're not too far away from squad number 19, Zero Tactic.
Now, for me, personally, I thought Pachinki would be busier. But I think over the seasons, we've been seeing a bit of a drop now. That might be just because, I don't know, has it got a bit boring, maybe?
It's odd. It's odd. I mean, it used to... I think what it was, I mean, it was about maybe 2 seasons ago. I think basically the loot just got nerfed. So, even if you won through the gunfight, you weren't walking away with great loot coming from Pachinki. There was, loot was available of that standard elsewhere without getting into a gunfight with 20 lunatics who just wanted to get into a gunfight and then hit battle again. So, I mean, there wasn't the risk versus reward, I think. I mean, certainly what I noticed, I never really enjoyed it as a jump location because even if you won it, you didn't walk away with some great gear.
And you mentioned the nerfing. Now, they've done that to Georgia Pol and to Nova Repnoid crates as well.
Yep.
Now they've done it to Chinky. What's next?
Well, it is an interesting one. I mean, I mean, the idea of hot dropping is if you go big or go home. You win the gunfight, and but you should be coming out with some decent loot. But maybe that's just a strategy of play that the game doesn't necessarily want. But I really don't know what the thinking behind it was. I mean, there are still areas where you will pick up good loot just because they're big areas. But the other thing about Pachinki as well is even if you did win it, and even if the loot wasn't too bad, it takes a long time to search all of Pachinki. It's an awkward place to loot. It's not like Paradise or Boot Camp or even Villa. It takes a long time to get in and out of all these buildings to get a squad looted up, and that's a long phase of play where you're not really thinking about your rotation. So, as just for those reasons, I never really favoured it much as a jump location. I know other people do enjoy it.
But now that you've said that, Pachinki is pretty much a centre location.
Yeah.
So if you do manage to get a squad wipe there, and then you're midway through looting, other teams can just drive right in. So you might not even be prepared to fight another team. You haven't got a choice.
Yeah, certainly. I used to jump crates a lot. And one of the things I noticed was even if you won the gunfight at crates, if you've been hit by 2 or 3 squads, and say, for example, you had managed to come out of it, well, you'd use so many rounds and so many flak vests and so many helmets that you weren't really that well looted up at the end of it all because, you'd used everything that you'd actually found. So, yeah, I mean, it was odd when those sort of nerfs came in. It did change how you had to think about your jump locations. But anyway, we've entered in a relatively quiet phase of play, phase 2 so far. But here we are with the guys from Grassroots and Deathly Hallows. So you never know, we might be getting into some gunfights soon. Certainly a lot of teams around this area, and yep, these guys are now starting to go at it. We're here with Grassroots, and looks like they're starting to put a bit of a hurt on the guys from DH here. Redders has certainly taken quite a bit of damage. Here with S25, he's got the old Car 98 out, so looking to give somebody a right headache with that, I've no doubt.
Now, Tank will need to be a little bit careful because he has separated from the other 3 members. So if Tank does end up getting knocked, it's going to be hard for them to get that revive on.
No, I think if he takes a knock from there, they've literally got to win the firefight and hope to get back to him. I don't think it's not always a good idea to go for the revive as quickly as possible, is it? Because you just do expose yourself to a lot of fire. Nades coming out. Let's have a look at our friends from DH. Tank with the M24 there. Redders also with the M2, and nobody's actually looking to push this. They're playing it now. We're here with Aaron. Now he's got a potential look at Cat here. The unfortunate blade of grass that gets in the way of your scope. Come on, Aaron, she's at the window. Stop tap firing, dude. Off. Unloaded half a mag in there towards Cage there. Didn't manage to connect and is instantly knocked. So that is Tango knocked. Aaron knocked. Let's take a look at Tank here. And that is Aaron out. Tank, I don't think, is long for this world. So it looks like Redders is the only one up on his feet. Now he has managed to get Tango back up. And you have to say, I would be very surprised if the guys from Grassroots aren't looking to push on this now. And yet they've got a great flanking manoeuvre coming on from S25 there. So they know exactly where they are. Redders manages to get one knock. But too little too late there. And the guys from DH are taken out. Great play there from Grassroots. 8 kills for this team now. Phase 3 of play. So they've got a bit of a rotation. And yep, there is our next circle. And exactly what we were talking about, Abs, that river is still in play here. Very much so.
Absolutely, and I think it's just unfortunate for DH that I think Grassroots have a better positioning maybe with that height and the walls as well. But they gave a really good attempt, so I can't fault them for that.
So here we are with the deadly divs. Looks like they're starting to put the hurt on the guys from Xenotactic here. We're here with Nixie. Nixie gets a beautiful clear at the top of the stairs. 6 kills for this team now. And yeah, great work from Nixie there. She'll be happy with that. Always is. Thirsty little woman she is. Very aggressive player. Get dizzy watching Nixie. Moves around so much.
And as a trio, they're doing really well.
Absolutely, yeah. So there is our next circle. School, Rojok and Yasnaya are going to be featuring in the next few phases of play. It'd be interesting to see if we end up with a town finish or we do in fact end up camped out in the middle of the field behind a tree. Talking of hiding behind a tree, there's that grub Fitzy. He loves hiding behind trees. He's behind trees so much he's studying to be an arborealist.
So he's now a tree hugger.
It's a giant grub. He loves his trees. And here we are with the Grubmeister himself, the Fitzy, leader of Team Big UK. And looks like the rest of the team are starting to come under some pressure here. 2 guys down. Goes aggressively for the thirst, manages to do it. And looks like we've got some third-party action going on here as well. Let's check out, and that was Deadpool just getting taken out there by Ghost from Riot. So that was our most wanted. Taken out there by Ghost. So they'll pick up the bounty for that one. And we're still in the middle of this gunfight here. We're here with Riot. Now they know they've got Fitzy out there somewhere. So great third party work from the guys from Riot. They're getting right into that fight just as the other team thought they got the sort of squad wipe and hit them at exactly the right time. Really put the hurt on and are now in an excellent position here. 11 kills for this team so far.
Definitely, and I think with Fitzy on the outskirts of the wall, I think the minute that Fuji gets revived, there'll then be a 3 against 1. So it will be a tough ask for Fitzy, but who knows what this man is capable of.
Well, yeah, and he's changed tactics, Abs. He's changed tactics. He's hiding behind a wall. He's left his trees. News breaking: Fitzy behind wall. He's never going to talk to me again. Right. So, I mean, he's got a vehicle available here, but nades are coming out. Does he try for the vehicle and go for a rotation away? I think that's what he's thinking of. Using the smoke. He's certainly going to draw some fire. But you never know. He might get away with it.
If he manages this.
Run, Forrest! Oh! I think he just about managed that one. Oh, he's going to drive straight into another team. He's going to drive into another team.
How the hell does he manage that?
And he's going to... Hey! Into the building. Here we go. Yep. That was Harry Houdini escapology. That was fantastic work, Fitzy. Well done, mate. Okay, there is our next phase of play. We're down to 35 players left alive, 12 teams still contesting, and looks like we're going slightly to the east of Rojok, south of Yasnaya.
And we've still got that river in play.
So most teams not too far away now. Here we are with the guys from Riot again. Looks like they're potentially pushing on one of the teams from Fusion Elite. However, we've got squad number 12 from Grassroots also rotating in here.
Now we've got in 3 separate vehicles.
I've just I've just had Redders in the chat, and I don't think he's too impressed with the fact that we managed to get them getting killed on stream. I think he might be miffed.
It was accidental. We didn't mean it.
We didn't mean it, and we were actually very generous to you guys, I thought, when you got absolutely wasted. So anyway, well played, guys. Thank you for supporting the stream. He's now gonna put. I'm gonna have to get somebody to moderate what Redders is about to put in there. So here we are, most people now making it to the outside of, or the edges of this next phase of play. Phase number 5 of the game. Blue's going to start moving in just over 90 seconds. We're here with our friends from Grassroots, who I believe, I can't remember, Abs, did Grassroots get in a fight with somebody earlier? Wipe them out? Can't remember who it was. Yeah. So, oh, it's DH, wasn't it? That's right. DH.
Yes, of course it is.
Yes, of course it was. I could barely remember. I mean, we barely covered it, to be honest.
You were asking for it so bad.
I know. I'm not looking at DH clan chat for a while. Okay, so that's our general situation on the ground. So we've got a number of teams concentrating around this area to the north and east of the circle. A few teams also outside here. Fusion taking up a position inside the 2-stack there. We've got another Fusion elite team not too far away. Riot not too far away. Grassroots just across the road. And we've got the guys from Team 14, Lionhearts, potentially looking to rotate in. So this is going to be very hot real estate.
Oh, big v big. Should we have a minute silent for Fitzy?
Has Fitzy snuffed it?
Yeah.
Is he an ex-grub? Has he shuffled off the mortal coil?
He has.
And I didn't get it. God, I don't know.
He got killed by one of his own teammates.
Oh, wow. That's a bit of clan on clan action. Who doesn't love that? And, oh, great poke by, poke with the M4 spray there, but instantly knocked. So maybe just poke that window one too many times. Stop going near that window. There's somebody there shooting through it. Somebody certainly got that zoomed in with a sniper's rifle. Here we are with Hyatt putting some effective tap firing with the DPM there. DPM? DPZ? DPM. Guys from Lionheart still trying desperately to rotate in the zone here, but they're coming under increasing pressure. Phase 5 of the game, this blue's going to hurt them enough. Don't think they're going to make it. We're going to jump here quickly with the Don. Looks like he's getting pushed on aggressively by a team from Grassroots and quickly taken out. Here with another DH team, and they're certainly under it here. We're here with Banana. Obviously hit a crate. He's got M249, but yeah, teammates are bleeding out. Only just managing to get that med kit in. I think that's Banana's way of saying I've got an M249, stay away.
Oh no, the player that was shooting him's just died to blue zone and I don't think he knows.
Oh, Banana's going to have to move now, but okay, we're down to 14 players left alive, 5 teams. Let's quickly jump over here, squad number 6, and we've got some clan on clan action here, Fusion Elite going at each other. Molly's going in. Kitty Cat taking a few rounds there. Out go the nades. Oh, just off the wall there. We call that a siren nade in my house. Goes everywhere where it isn't supposed to go.
You do realise she's 2 rooms away from me. She can't roast me.
I really do know that. We're here with Tal. So the guys on Fusion Elite all starting to close in on each other.
And there is some real third partying going on now. No team is focusing on one particular team. It's just whoever can get the knock on the kill, they're going for it.
So I have to say, the guys from Grassroots really been lining it up this game. Picked up 16 kills, these guys.
Cool.
They've got 3 players on their feet, certainly taken some damage, but they're not too far off zone. Trying to put the end onto Fuji there. And certainly Fusion Elite still got their hands full. They're very aware that Panda is down there, and that could certainly play into the hands of the guys from Grassroots here. They'll be able to rotate in.
And no team is in zone either, so they will both have to move very shortly.
So we're here with Panda. Certainly aware that he's got players all around him. Towel's got an overlook from the roof position on the guys from Grassroots. Now, the only disadvantage Grassroots here is they've got to move forward. Phase 7 of the game is going to start pushing on them in just, well, now. And they've got to move forward into circle, and they have got very little cover. Cage has been knocked by Towel. So Grassroots certainly have the numbers here, but a very difficult rotation.
Ooh.
Panda trying to get out of there and move forward as Tower was engaged with Grassroots, but gets spotted immediately and thirsted. So we're down to our last 2 teams. And the blue is really starting to push. All the players are having to rotate towards each other now across this open ground. And you have to say, Grassroots should be able to take this one now. Great work from Towel there. Manages to get the knock on one. Unfortunately, player number 2 from the Grassroots team takes him out. And that is a win from Grassroots. Fantastic, exciting conclusion to game number 1 there. Okay, in first place, we have the guys from Grassroots. And wow, look at that. 18 kills for that team. 6 apiece for Cat and Cage. In second place, we have Fusion Elite. 7 kills for those guys. 6 for Reigns. Okay, fair enough. And in third place, we have the guys from Riot. Also, very active game for those guys. They pick up 16 kills in total, and we have 8 for MVP Fuji, making him our top individual fragger of game number 1. I'm just going to have a quick look at the rest of the results here. I don't think we're going to get anybody that's going to beat 8, to be perfectly honest. Fairly certain it was a Riot player, I think it was Ghost, actually, that managed to pick up the bonus for getting Deadpool, who himself didn't have a bad game, 4 kills. But yeah, I don't think anybody's going to beat the 8 from MVP Fuji there. So he's top fragger or in game number 1. Okay, boys and girls, that is the conclusion of game number 1. We will be back with you very shortly for a bit of post-game analysis and game number 2. So we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Okay, welcome back, boys and girls, and yeah, very exciting game. Game number one. Grassroots did a fantastic job there, but big shout out as well to the good boys and girls from Riot. Certainly, a couple of teams really lighting up their kill feed, and yeah, pretty exciting stuff. First game on Erringall Abs.
Very exciting match. Do you know, I can't get over the great escape from Fitzy.
That was great. I'm going to call that game the Great Escape now. See, that's what's going to happen now. But you can't just throw that stuff out in commentary because I'm going to use that now. That's it.
Oh, bless him.
But yeah, I thought well he did well because that was not an easy one to get out of, and he covered his way out with smokes, hit the vehicle, headed downhill, managed to he got a couple of shots, but yeah, you got to give him a bit of credit there, managed to get out of it. But yeah, I mean the guys from Grassroots, I mean they were just lighting it up all game, weren't they? I think we first saw them when they encountered DH, and they obviously just didn't stop after that.
And I think with Grassroots, like last week, we saw the infamous boat.
We love boat, Abs. Don't diss boat. We love boat.
I could never diss boat. But this week, it's generally like they're bipolar. Like one week you've got all fun and giggles. The following week you've got like some vamped up version of like John McClane from Die Hard, like jumping through windows, throwing God knows what they can find.
Yeah.
And then come out with like 18 kills.
It was yeah. I must admit, I don't think we've covered a DH scrim recently that I've had any team with such a high individual kill count. Just go through some of the comments in the stream chat. Thank you for everybody who's taking part. Apparently, your mic is a little quiet, Abs. I don't know if you're aware of that. It's just because, obviously everybody wants to hear my melodiously wonderful voice. And yeah, no, apparently they want to hear more from you, Abs. So yeah, yeah. Thank you for telling me that, you bunch of grubs.
Well, she has said girls, plural, so she may be thinking you're a girl with a bit of a low voice.
Maybe. I mean, I don't judge, Abs. I don't judge. I mean, I'm very open-minded. I'm a Renaissance man. This is the 21st century. Okay, codes are out. People are starting to come into the room, and our next map is one of my favourites actually for squad scrims. We're on Vikendi.
Oh, you've got to love Vikendi.
I do like Vikendi. Actually, I enjoy playing it, but from a streaming point of view, Vikendi's a good one because you get a mix of everything really. You get aggressive crashes into compounds because there's a lot of fighting in and around compounds. You get tactical rotations because the zones can be quite brutal on Vikendi. And you always, every now and then, get the wonder of a sort of phase 8, phase 9 zone where everybody's in buildings in one of the towns, and you literally get people leaping out of windows, chasing the circle, and then coming into a courtyard and killing each other. It's hilarious. Who doesn't love that for content?
I do, in all fairness.
It's definitely one of my favourites when we had one of those a few weeks ago. So yeah, and it is a fun map to to watch a game on. And normally you get a pretty good game on Vikendi. Be interesting to see how the guys from Grassroots and Riot continue to play in these ones because obviously playing it very aggressively in that game. You don't pick up. That kind of kill count without looking for trouble and finding it. So it'd be interesting to see if that's just the way they've decided to play the scrims this week. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one to keep an eye on.
Now, the thing you've just mentioned with Riot and Grassroots doing so well in game one, obviously, when you're doing that well, your adrenaline will be a bit up, your confidence. And I'm thinking maybe whether they're going to carry that over into game two. Now, is it going to be a risk to do that? Because obviously the other teams, they may have had a bit of a moment to just chill out a little bit, have a bit of a chat, have a bit of a think, so they're ready for game two. I don't know whether we could see a bit of, a couple of mistakes here, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't know how to approach it, Abs. I've got to be brutally honest and say that not once, even in my wildest dream, was I ever on a team that got 18 kills in the scrim. So I wouldn't know how to deal with that one, firstly. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how they approach it. It will. I mean, yeah, after a game like that, you're going to be buzzing. You're going to be very confident going into your gunfight. Is that going to maybe lead to a bit of overconfidence? We'll see. Um, should be a very interesting game. Let's have a look at the situation in the room. Not many in yet, so I think we've still got a few minutes. So we're just going to jump off for just a few minutes, and we'll be back with you very shortly as we go into game number 2. We'll see you soon. Bye for now. Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. I think we've got about 2 minutes before we hit the plane. And yeah, just having a quick look at the stream chat there. Thanks for everybody taking part. Who we got in there? Yeah, we got Fitzy in there. S25, fantastic game. S25 actually just had. Yeah. And hey, no scope. Yep, loving the Stormtroopers. Yep. Stormtrooper headset. Absolutely loving it. Because basically I am a 7-year-old trapped in a 48-year-old's body. So yes, still dress like a Star Wars figure. Yeah. So yeah, nice to see so many people in the stream chat there. And who's in there? Fitzy. Yeah, Great Escape. Fitzy would literally calling this video the Great Escape in honor of your feet there. Yeah, I think we've got about a minute to the plane on Vikendi, one of my favourites, as we've already said. And yep, going to be very interesting to see how the guys from Riot Grassroots approach this one. Certainly very great play in game number 1. So yeah, and yeah, I suppose we'll have to see. We'll have to see where Fitzy either tries to run to this time or what he's going to hide behind. We'll see. We'll see. But yep, streamed for Team Big EU launch event last night. Great bunch of guys over there. Lithuanian-based clan, I think, Team Big. Really nice bunch of guys. Had a very successful first launch event with them last night. We'll be covering their final, I believe, for that event on Sunday. Some great gameplay, some great teams playing that one. So catch that one if you can. And yeah, yeah, we were wondering how Grassroots were going to approach it. Just seen in the chat there. No, yep, they're going sweaty this week. They're going all out this week. Yep, they're just going for the kills. Fantastic. Boat last week and sweaty this week. So theme of the week from the Grassroots boys and girls. Lovely people, all of them. Okay, so I think we're about to go into the lobby for game number 2. And let's have a look. I believe our most wanted for game number 2 is going to be Proxy. I will just see if we can find, not certain what team Proxy's on, but we'll see if we can at least follow him down on the jump. And there we go, Proxy's from Lionhearts. So we'll see if we can follow him down on the jump here. So, yeah, game number 2. Looking forward to much more gratuitous violence and mayhem. Abs, don't know about you. I think I've lost Abs. She might be back on in a second, boys and girls. Okay. Here we go. And Vikendi, and interesting flight line there. So we're coming from the Kantra Hot Springs area up to Dobro.
I absolutely didn't turn my mic off.
You absolutely didn't turn your mic off. That wasn't a rookie streamer mistake, was it, Abs?
No.
Absolutely, honey. Yeah, I'll cover for you. It's all right. I was just marking time till you got back in, honey. Nothing interesting was going on.
I just plugged my headset in and forgot that on the wire you've got that mute button.
Yeah. That's actually why I use the microphone. I do, because if I get behind it, you can see it. It's literally got a bright red light on. Even I know when it's on. Because I've made the same mistake a few times, and it's really embarrassing, because that means you're not live streaming anymore. You're just a strange bloke sitting in a room on his own talking to himself. So, yeah.
My red light.
Absolutely. That's why I need this red light. There we go. Okay, there we go. There's our flight line, and we've got people, good distribution across the flight line, actually. Very, very interesting. Guys from Lionhearts, who have the most wanted Proxy with them, getting north of the flight line. Looks like we've got the guys from Sons of Odin and Grassroots pretty close to each other on the drop, so we might go there. Let's have a look.
Now, I'm really surprised that nobody's gone to Winery. Because that's normally a popular spot, and I don't think that's been nerfed yet.
So these guys are a little bit separated at this moment in time, but we'll have to see. Certainly played a very aggressive game in game number 1. The guys from Grassroots, squad number 12. Was 18 kills, Abs? Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah, fantastic. Oof, what a zone. Look at that. 3/4 of the map taken out in one easy swoop. Yeah, wow. Let's just quickly jump here with squad number 19. The guys from Xenotactic. Looks like they're closing in on some of the guys from Fusion Elite here.
That's harsh, Erangel. Giving them the full sense of security with a lovely zone, and then you do that to us.
That's why we love Vikendi. That's gonna be some tough rotations for some of these teams. Quite a few of them are quite a way out.
Fingers crossed for a water finish.
That'd be interesting, won't it? Now, it's interesting, yeah. Go on, Abs. There's only 2 members of Fusion Elite here. What do you think they've done?
Split!
They've split. I think they've split, Abs. I think they've split. I'm not certain, but I'm going to call it. I believe it's a split. And
already called it.
And yeah, but this is now they're getting the rest of the team starting to come with them, but they've already had a knock on Jiggle. Now Criminal doing his best to get the res on his teammate. We'll see if the players from Xenotactic want to push this aggressively. Wouldn't surprise me if they do. Normally pretty aggressive players. Here comes Nixie. Nixie gets the knock on Criminal there. Insane trying to get back into the action. Wallace trying to get back into the action. Jiggle here, managing to get a thirst on one of the Xenotactic players, but in very, very low health here. Needs his 2 teammates to get with him quickly. The tactic on the drop there to split, not really working for these guys, but at this moment in time, Jiggle's managed to keep them both up.
Now, I thought I was seeing things. There are 2 Nixes.
Literally, Nix changes names as often as they change outfits. It's a weird thing. They do it all the time. You never know which one's which. They like to keep us on our toes, Nav, from a commentary point of view. It's just it's always entertaining and good fun. So here we are with Jiggle. Looks like he's got coming up behind Nixie here. Hits Nixie in the back. Gets the thirst on. That's 3 kills now for the guys from Fusion Elite. The other 2 arrived just in time, and remarkably, bearing in mind the situation they were in at the beginning of that firefight, they've managed to keep all 4 of their team alive. So great work from the guys from Fusion Elite here. The aggressive push from Xenotactic not working out for them on this occasion, but great to have some early action. And my word, Abs, that is a zone. That is a zone laugh at.
That is harsh.
That's what we love to see. Harsh zones normally means difficult rotations, normally means lots of good action on the edge of circle. So here we are with Riot and team number 17, Only the Brave. Very aggressive play in game number 1, Riot. So we'll see if they're going to continue in that style. Certainly wouldn't surprise me. Very good gunfighters on Team Riot. And looks like Only the Brave looking to rotate away from this one. They're going to get some shots going out. Just see if they manage to get a knock. Certainly taking a bit of damage there, but don't think they've managed to get a knock.
They have left one of their team members behind, though.
Interestingly, yeah, Streaky has been left behind, probably going out on one of the snow scooters there. So, and 2 flares off in the distance, I think we just saw there. So somebody's going to get some goodies. So we're still here with Streaky now. It's going to be interesting if the guys from Riot actually know that one of these guys hasn't rotated out. Either way, Streaky's on his toes, doesn't fancy that. Can't say I blame him. Yep, that's 2 flares over there. Let's have a look. Who's going to be looking at those?
That's a question worth asking, though. For Vikendi, what would the best drop weapons be?
Well, I think a lot of that comes down to the player, Abs, to be honest with you. I think it's what your choices are. I mean, as soon as I find an AWM in a drop weapon, I say, who wants an AWM? Because I don't particularly use the weapon well, so I always give it to somebody else who can. For me, my favourite weapon or loadout in the game was always M4 and Mark 14. I love the versatility of the Mark 14, so that would be my weapon of choice. So it really wouldn't matter on the map as such. I would go DMR rather than sniper because I wasn't a very good sniper, and there was always a better sniper on the team. So I think it comes down to personal choice. But certainly a 249 always going to be welcome on a map where you do a lot of aggressive building and compound crashes, for example. The squad wiper does tend to settle the argument in many cases in a close-in fight.
Definitely.
So we've got people already starting to get very, very congested on this east and southern part of the zone. Very aggressive zone shift. Certainly going to cause a lot of action in the middle phases of the game, I would imagine. A few teams are still quite happy out looting, and they're going to potentially crash into this zone late, but that could make the game very, very interesting if we start to get these guys having to crash into already occupied compounds. So potentially we may well have some fun in games here, boys and girls. Certainly hope so.
Now, I'm surprised personally that Team 12 haven't yet started to move in. So maybe they are now just taking the chance to just relax a little bit on this one.
There we go. There's one of the super air crates. How can you leave a Mark 14 behind? That's crazy. The amount of times I see people leave a Mark 14 behind. Some people just really don't get that weapon.
I'm one of them. I wouldn't go for a Mark 14.
Really? Okay. It's interesting, isn't it? Boo. That's that. Who's that other chap I commentate with? Bring him back. He likes a Mark 14. No, he doesn't actually. He's a sniper and all. You banned him. You've nicked his spot. We're thinking of you, Jammy, dude. Don't worry, mate. Well, actually, I think we'll have to let the viewers decide. To be honest, I mean, if they insist on abs, then well, yeah, mate, I'm gonna have to, rethink this whole thing. Either that or Jammy's gonna do it himself to steal my job. Yeah, well, no, I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Stop it with that mental image. I'm going to scream, waking up now with that. Really? What's wrong with you, woman? Sick puppy. It's just not on. Okay, here we are with the guys from. And I think this is a new team. Helpful as always. Great clan tags there, guys. I think this is the team ready up player. I think, but new team for DH Most Wanted Scrims. So welcome, great to have you on board. And here we are with Bot P2 here, and got the squad wiper.
Fitzy would like you to call him a grub.
I repeatedly call him the Grub. His Lord Grubster of Fitzgerald. Yes, I do. I do indeed. Yeah, he's a gigantic Grubster. I'm actually when we do our little project for the end of the year, I'm actually going to find the piece of footage that led to me calling Fitzy a grub in the first place. It was actually something I spontaneously said once in a stream, and it's never really gone away because it winds him up. So just kept doing it. It
will deserve a place.
Absolutely. Okay, let's get back to the action here, and we're still here with the guys from Ready Up Player, and they're not too far away from squad number 6, and they're starting to get into the action now. And why I renamed has been knocked here with P1. Looking to change angle here. P2 looking to get the res on his teammate, which is done successfully. Well played. And off, flanking manoeuvre coming from Kitty Cat there, doing the business, knocks one, thirst a second. Great work from Kitty Cat there. So here we are with Zoe, potentially looking to, certainly not looking to run away from this fight, which is an interesting one.
As of now, I'm going to give Kitty Cat the nickname Puss in Boots.
Okay, you can explain to her why. I'm not joining you on that one.
The little one from Shrek. Really cute eyes, all innocent, Then out of nowhere, Machete's come out. 2 knocks.
Fair enough. We'll go with that. But that was a great play from Kitty Cat there. So it doesn't really matter what you decide to call her abs. That was still great gunplay. Loving it.
Absolutely.
And that's why I renamed has now been taken out. So this is now a 4-on-2. And we'll see if the guys from Squad 25 here fancy getting out of this, or if they're going to get pushed on aggressively by the team from Fusion Elite.
And I believe that is another split.
Well, is that? I mean, just different sides of the road. Is that a split? I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Okay, wow, man, shoot the messenger. Okay. So we've still got a few teams out in the blue, but pretty much most people now making it into zone.
Oh, and Proxy, the most wanted, has just been taken down by Sons of Odin Odinson, so they will receive the bonus points this time round.
Okie dokie. Here we are with Alex from Xenotactic. Not too far away from one of the teams from... not too far away from...
Deathly Hallows.
Deathly Hallows. This is Xenotactic, Neo in the team. Now, the last time that Neo came across a team from Deathly Hallows didn't end so well. As I recall, Siren did a 1v3 squad wipe, which she's frankly very, very pleased with. So we'll see how this one goes. Still got a little bit of distance between them, so we might come back to this. Let's have a quick look, see if we've got anybody else who's getting stuck in. We're down to 61 players, so it's been a fairly quiet middle part of the game, but we're starting to come into it, and still very aggressive zones. This is going to be a very congested map at this rate.
And I think with the number of teams that are now focusing on trying to hold the coast, they are kind of restricting their options now, because if they get pushed, they can't exactly go into the water, so they're going to have to go hard and fast and really fight for it. Yeah,
that's again one of the reasons why I love squad play on weekend. It tends to be very, very exciting gameplay. So here we are, we've got multiple teams fighting it out on this edge of zone here. Guys from Grassroots are winners of game number 1 in the blue. And somewhat up against it, and they're getting into it with the guys from Riot, so almost a repeat of the final stages of game number 1 here. Only phase 2 of the game, so the blues aren't going to hurt too much, but you certainly don't want to be out in it too long. And these guys are all looking to rotate now, I think. Only 2 kills for this team. They're not too far away from the edge of circle, so they'll be looking to come in.
And in just a moment we'll see the zone change again. Is it going to be brutal, or is it going to be a bit nicer this time round?
Well, it's certainly still shifting towards the coast. And it's getting very congested. Just around. So we're here with squad number 4 from Fusion Elite. They've got a look at their teammates again. Wasn't it Fusion Elite who got into some clan-on-clan action last time?
Correct.
Yeah. Certainly can't accuse this lot of teaming. They seem to like shooting each other more than they like shooting anybody else. Yep, fair play. Love a bit of clan-on-clan action. We've got a team from Xenotactic, not too far away from this one as well. Looks like somebody's just taken a big chunk out of Neo there, and Neo has now been taken down, thirsted up. So we're here with the Don from Xenotactic, somewhat separated from the rest of his team. The guys from Fusion Elite have taken some knocks though, and Alex looking to get a thirst on. Wants to be careful that she doesn't expose herself too much here. Going for the thirst, and that's cost Alex. Alex has now been knocked. The Don still a little far away here. Let's have a look where Phil is. So, yeah, I don't think Alex is going to get any help from her teammates there.
And with the Bison, I just don't think you'll get the distance you're looking for.
We're here with Criminal from Fusion Elite. They're certainly aware that they've got 2 more players from Xeno Tactic out there. They've been sticking fire into their clanmates, squad number 5 as well. Looks like Phil and Don are starting to put some rounds in now towards this. Don't think that they're going to be particularly geared up for a fight to potentially take on 2 different clans. It's just the 2 of them now. Looks like Criminal may well be looking to change angle on this, get the drop on the rest of his clanmates from the cliff side. And looks like we've got a team from Team Big UK, not too far away. And that is a quick look at Towel there. Criminal does a great job. Beautiful knock. Thirst up immediately. And the guys from squad number 4 here picking up 8 kills so far. And they've certainly got the advantage over their clanmates. And potentially may well be getting into it with one of the teams from Team Big pretty soon. So great stuff from Criminal there. Guys from Team Big down in the compound there. Just keep an eye on this one. Because as squad number 5 rotated away from 4, who are putting the hurt into them, they may well be running into Phil and the Don from Xeno Tactic.
And we're now at a point where all teams currently in play are now inside the zone. We do have Team 2 Deathly Hallows, just need to edge in a little bit more. But I think now what they will need to do, just as the zone changes again...
That's a nasty one. So all these players down in the south given a long rotation. And that's going to hurt. They're going to have to move immediately, rotate quickly, I think. We've got Riot, who have got a position to the east of zone. Fusion Elite got a position up in the north. They're potentially going to be running into the guys from Sons of Odin. Let's just check these guys out. Here we are with Tiger from Sons of Odin. And quickly knocked there. One of the guys from Fusion Elite doing great work there. Looney has now been knocked and thirsted. So the guys from Sons of Odin really coming under pressure here. And you have to say, I'd be very surprised if the guys from Fusion Elite don't push this aggressively. So we might have what I like to call fighting on someone's stairs.
Here they come.
Oh, yes, a grenade to the face is often found to be offensive. Tiger fired it out at the top of the stairs, but this push is going to be too much, I feel. And yeah, the guys from Fusion Elite there, great squad wipe, fantastic play. As soon as they got the knock, pushed in hard and aggressive and really put the hurt on the guys from Sons of Odin there. Fantastic play. Well done, guys.
That was one hell of a grenade.
So yeah, I'm a bit flummoxed, Ags. Abs, are you going to have a go at trying to pronounce that one?
Sane.
Oh, yeah. The player from squad.
Sausage.
The player from squad 25 is now facing. I think 2 players from Grassroots from squad number 12. Now, squad number 12 were our winners of game number 1.
Oh, I've lost it.
And they haven't picked up any kills this time, so they've lost a member, haven't picked up any kills, so a much quieter game from these guys. Sausage, what were you thinking? I invite you back for one live stream and you go all nuts on me.
It's his fault for having a G in there. Dang sausage.
It's just, yeah. Okay, here we are with... Abs is going to have the giggles now. This is going to be hilarious. Okay, here we are with... Okay, so here we are with Phil. You're cracking. Do what you like with that one, Abs. The Don has been knocked. So Phil is the only member of this team now left alive. Still getting into it with the two surviving members of squad number 5, Fusion Elite. And we've also got team number 15, Big, not too far away from this one. There is our next zone shift. And again, these guys, well to the south here, are really going to start to struggle.
Oh, I'm crying now.
Get it together, Abs. Get it together, woman. Come on.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Got another super airdrop coming down. That looks like the guys from squad number 23. Looking forward to the goodies on that one. We're phase 5 of the game. 35 players left alive. 12 teams still contesting at this point. And we have one grumpy old commentator and one giggly schoolgirl in your commentary team. Here we go. Fantastic stuff. This is what we like to do here, boys and girls. We like to keep it lighthearted. We like to have some fun. Oh, here we are with squad number 20 from Riot. We're here with Ghost. And they've got the guys from Sons of Odin, not too far away. Deadpool makes a run. Have a look here, because Panda may well have a look at that. Normally aggressive gunfighter Panda. Yep, certainly had a quick look at Ragnar there. Odinson not too far away, so it's an interesting position that the guys from Riot are in. They've actually got Sons of Odin guns around them from 3 different locations. Of course, that does mean that these Sons of Odin players get knocked. They're going to be isolated somewhat. Here we are with Fusion Elite. Looks like they're getting into it with the last 2 members of team number 12, our winners of game 1 from Grassroots. Cat has been knocked, so Cage, I think, the only one up and running. Looking to potentially get to teammate and get the res on, which he manages to do. And now let's have a look here. Are the guys from Fusion Elite going to push this one? I'd be surprised if they didn't, to be honest.
Well, if Team 12's reputation is to be known, then that may be why Team 6 are not pushing at the moment, because obviously they won game number 1 with an impressive kill count. So they may just be feeling a bit tentative about pushing.
Certainly these guys are going to have to start thinking about rotation, though. We're phase 6 of the game, 30 seconds away. .28 players still left alive. 9 teams still contesting at this point. There is our next circle shift. And that is Ragnar taking out Ghost there. And that is the team from Riot wiped out. So our second place team from game number 1 have now been taken out. Our first place team still coming under pressure. And Izzy trying to put the hurt on Cage there, but getting third-partied by the guys from Fusion Elite.
Some more clan-on-clan action.
Absolutely. We love it. And here we are with Will H. Getting a quick look at Cat there. Laying out the smokes and starting to take some fire here, managing to get the res at his teammate, but that blue is going to hurt. Phase 6 of the game, it's going to be too painful. They're also getting third-partied from Another team from Fusion Elite up on the hill there. So very difficult situation. I think he's going to have to leave his teammate behind here. So we're down to 15 teams, 15 players left alive from 5 teams. Fusion Elite still got a squad of 4 at this stage of the game, but they do have to rotate in. They've got Sons of Odin not too far away. Team Big, squad number 15, also not too far away. Picked up 13 kills this team so far, so really are lining it up a bit.
It looks as though all of these teams are taking their own little quarter of the zone. Looks as though we may be trying to get a bit of long distance kills rather than pushing.
Here we are with squad number 15 from Team Big. They've still got their vehicles available to them, and yep, they're going to use these to rotate. The guys from Fusion Elite, though, I think are coming under some pressure as they start to come in here. Everybody shooting at the guys from Big as they rotate in. We're here with Ragnar from Sons of Odin. They're just coming into the southern part of this circle. Nades going out. Plenty of rounds going out to the guys from Team Big there. Joda has now been knocked. So we're down to 4 teams, 13 players left alive. And some great work there. And the guys from squad number 15 really coming under pressure now. 2 players knocked, 3 players knocked. Likewise, and the only one on his feet, and that is the squad wipe. Great work there from the guys from Sons of Odin. So we're here with Fusion Elite. This is Criminal. And they're holding this northern edge of the circle away from the last 2 remaining players from Grassroots, who are not very far away from this at all. Phase 8 of the game. And Jiggle manages to get the hurt onto Cage there. Push up the stairs aggressively. Cat from Grassroots, helmet gone. Looked to rotate outside the building, has managed to escape for the time being. So there's our situation. We're down to 7 players left alive, 3 teams still contesting. So we have 1 player from Grassroots, 3 from Sons of Odin, and 3 from Fusion Elite, and that is that's Grassroots now wiped. So we're down to a 3-on-3, Sons of Odin versus the guys from Fusion Elite. With phase 8 of the game, and that is a knock now on Criminal. And Are You Insane is now certainly taking some damage. So we're here with Jiggle. Criminal still knocked. Blue starting to push, and I don't think they're going to be able to help Criminal. Well, she might be able to get there, but still getting pushed on aggressively.
Deadpool gets a kill on Criminal there, so it's now a 3v2, and Deadpool on the right has got that height advantage.
So we are phase 8 of the game. This could very easily come down to who the zone is going to push first. That's the overview position. Everybody's still got a little bit of cover at this moment in time, but that blue is going to start to move in very, very quickly. So everybody's going to end up rushing out of these buildings and having a big fight. Phase number 9 of the game. Jiggle has taken a bit more damage. Jiggle has now been knocked, so it is now simply Are You Insane? He's going to get pushed on very aggressively. Put some rounds into Deadpool here. Looks like Ragnar coming around, goes to the jump shot over the wall. However, Are You Insane gets hit in the flank, and that is the win for Sons of Odin. Fantastic work from those guys there. Great team play and a very healthy amount of kills there for our winners of game number 2, Sons of Odin. So they take first place with 16 kills. Deadpool picking up 8 of those. In second place, we have Fusion Elite. Impressive game from them also. 14 kills, 5 for Criminal. And in third place, our winners of game number 1. However, only the 2 kills for the guys this time, so a much quieter game from them. So our individual top kill leader in the first 3 is Deadpool from Sons of Odin. We'll just have a quick check at the rest of the results. I don't think I saw anybody lighting it up that much, though, to beat 8. But we will check for you. Nothing there. A few people picking up 2 and 3 kills. And as we go further down, no. So our winners from Sons of Odin also take top fragger, individual fragger there in the form of Deadpool. So well played indeed, boys and girls. That was a fantastic conclusion of that match. Yeah, it's not often you see a game go at phase 9, but yep. Very interesting stuff. Good gunfights. And as always, really, really great fun to commentate on, especially when your co-commentator gets the giggles. Always hilarious. Thank you for that, Abs. It's cool. And yeah, we're going to anyway. We're going to take a very, very quick break, and then we'll back just a few minutes to chat about some of the events in that game, and then we'll let you know where we're going to be for game number 3. So we'll be back very shortly. Bye for now. Hi there, boys and girls, and welcome back. Just about to start game number 3, and I believe we're on Sarnock. Always quite enjoy a Sarnock game. Normally get plenty of good aggressive gunfighting, so looking forward to that. You there, Abs?
Yeah, I'm with you as always.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just making sure we didn't have a mic thing there going on, Abs. Just checking.
No, I've worked out how to turn it on.
Fantastic. This is always step 1 to becoming a successful streamer. Turn on microphone. And I believe the player we were trying to identify from squad number 25 is Yassine, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. My apologies if not. So Sane Sausage wasn't even close, Abs. Wasn't even close.
It so was.
It really wasn't. It really wasn't.
It's got 6 S's and a G. Sausages.
Okay. Sane Sausage, not even close. Right? Just going to throw that out there, Abs. Okay.
Yeah. That we'll have to agree to disagree.
Okay, fine. You heard it here first, folks. Yep, Abs and Vimes. Big Barney and Bum fight with the commentary team, let alone on the map. Yep, which is fantastic. So, yeah, we've got Sarnock for game number 3. And one of my favourites to stream, Abs. I don't know how you feel about it.
Do you know what? I love Sandhole. It's one of my favourite maps to play in itself. But I think because it is one of the smaller maps, there is no hiding. Hiding's not an option on this map unless you snake. And even then, it can get really action-packed really quickly. So I think we could be seeing some really, in your words, gratuitous violence.
Absolutely.
Map, I think.
Absolutely. It's the only time in life I thoroughly encourage it. Because quite frankly, who wants to see 60 players running around for 25 minutes not shooting? It's just boring. I don't care how good a commentator you are. Commentating on people looting and hiding is not fun. It just isn't.
It's on Crime Watch.
Yeah, I suppose if you're CCTV for the Metropolitan Police, you want to see people not fighting and looting. I get it. But, you know, this is PUBG Mobile, people. Get with the program. Start shooting each other. What's wrong with you?
But even saying that, I think, you know, game 1 we had Grassroots and Riot who did really well.
Yeah.
Game 2, you know, Sons of Odin correct in there. And saying that, Grassroots and Riot did really well again in game 2. But they're the bigger maps. So for this one, I really don't know what we'll be looking at, whether it'll be another Grassroots game or Riot or Sons of Odin, or if somebody else entirely might just sweep in.
I think Sarnock tends to favour, I mean, because obviously, I mean, there aren't a huge amount of vehicles on Sarnock, so most rotation is done by foot. So even though it's a small map, rotations still have to be planned and planned early. And that's where your in-game lead obviously plays a major part of it. But I think Sarnock tends to favour, especially in the later stages of the game, especially if the river comes into play and you're not certain which coastline the zone is going to break on. Early rotations are absolutely key. And I think it tends to favour the teams that have got better gunfires, frankly. The guys who are good at the up close and personal, see the whites of their eyes and beat them over a death with the butt of a rifle.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
It was a bit visceral, wasn't it? It was a bit. I sort of regret that now. But
this isn't PG.
Hey, look, any video that features this mug is not suitable for children, all right? You know what you're getting.
I think they've heard it here now.
Yep. The only person who made this mug look half acceptable is the great artwork that Lou Grass has done for the Streams Collective, which we really do appreciate. It's fantastic stuff, Lou. Thank you.
I was going to ask you a question.
Yeah?
What is it about Scrims being mainly for clans? Why are there not many that just allow you to come in with whoever you like?
I don't know, because we're all tribal cavemen at heart.
Or a grub.
Or grubs, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Now, here's the intro. This is what we do need to discuss. Lou Grass is the most wanted for game number 3, and we always have to look at what Lou Grass is wearing, and that looked like a bunny suit to me. Abs, that looked like a bunny suit.
Looking very dashing as always.
The sartorial elegance of Ms. Lou Grass. Okay, there's our flight line, and we are straight south to north, straight across the main island. So boot camp certainly in range, Paradise certainly in range. A couple of early jumpers, Abs. Some going over docks by the look of it.
And I think with a flight path such as this makes it very difficult to predict where the next zone's going to be. So it could go left, right, up, or down. So we could see some very nice zones in this one, or it could be heartless. Who knows? But we do have a couple of teams going to boot camp. We've got some going down the southwestern side. I had to think about that for a minute.
Get your coordinates, Abs. Get your coordinates, mate. Get your coordinates. Come on.
They're going bottom left.
They're going bottom left. And here we are, and Grassroots with Lou Glass, our most wanted in the bunny suit, has dropped Paradise. So this is going to be interesting. Looks like we've got elements of squad number 2 from Deathly Hallows here also.
That's brave.
Deathly Hallows hot dropping. What happened?
Probably put something in their soup.
I don't know. Do you think they got lost?
I think so. There might be a replacement bus.
Don't get, Abs, we're 2 minutes into the stream. Don't start getting giggles now.
I'm sorry.
I got 2 words to say to you, Abs. Sane sausage.
You're an ass. Oh, that's all we need. Same sausages.
You're gonna have to send your apologies in a PM to that young lady. You know that, right?
Sorry. Oh, I'm crying now.
Okay, here we are with Lou Glass. And looks like this team's just a 3, so potentially you would say DH have the well, they certainly have the numerical advantage, but well, it will certainly be a change in tactics for the guys from DH. I mean, they are capable of good gunfighting, certainly, but don't tend to want a hot drop too often. But you don't drop into a place like Paradise and not expect a gunfight, so we'll see how they're going to play this one.
And it looks as though, especially based on Crazy's movements, they're going to rotate right, maybe. So they might just be trying to avoid all the action altogether and just do a bit of looting and then move away completely.
Do you think we're literally hitting the edge of Paradise? Hope there's nobody there because nobody wants to hot drop, and if there is somebody there, loot up quickly and run away.
Yes.
We could potentially be looking at that scenario. I'm going to have a quick check to see what is happening in boot camp. And all I saw there was a dead Nix and a bird. That was weird. Lovely graphic render there. So we've got 2 RM Nixes. Yeah, not certain which one is. I suppose that's probably Denny and Nix. They tend to be thick as thieves, those two. So which one is which? I do not know.
Apparently, it's Floor.
Oh, is it? Right. Okay. They do. I mean, they just don't enjoy making it easy on the commentary team, do they?
Oh, imagine that if everyone had the same username on every team.
Don't give them ideas. This lot are crazy. They'll do it. Okay, Susan Jacqueline has been knocked. We're here with Team Big. Temp has now been knocked, so these guys coming under real pressure from Fusion Elite here. We're here with Harry. He's a little bit separated from the rest of his teammates. Fitzy, the grubster, is a dead grubster. Obviously didn't find a tree to hide behind quickly enough. So, yeah, Harry on his own here. Trying to put some rounds into the team from Fusion Elite.
Now, it looks as though we've got Hayat and Tao just holding back a little and letting Amani and Reigns do the majority of the hard work. And with 2 of the Gen members, Big UK members knocked, it's just Harry now that really needs to try and fight back, really.
No, I don't think he's going to be able to get his teammates up. They're deliberately not going for the thirst, hoping he's going to be brave enough to try it, but going for a long-range spray and certainly puts the damage into Reigns there, but doesn't quite get the knock. But they certainly know where he is now, so he's either going to make the decision that he's fighting this out no matter what, or he's going to rotate out of this one. From a strategic point of view, probably rotate out. From a Vimes wants to see lots of gunplay, go for it.
From a streamer's point of view, I would absolutely agree, but for him, I'd say pull back.
Yeah, I think that would be the move. But Nice. Excellent. Reigns doing the business there. Gets the headshot, clears up with the QBZ, and that is 4 kills for the team from Fusion League. Great work there, guys. Nice work there, Harry. Stayed in the fight. Good fella.
Kudos to Big UK for giving it a go. In all fairness to them, they tried. And that is all that matters.
Absolutely, even though they are led by a gigantic grub. So the DH guys, they haven't rotated out of Paradise.
No, at the moment they're doing a house tour.
Yep, this is bedroom number 2.
Here's the kitchen.
This is the ensuite with the gazebo. I don't think you can actually get a gazebo in an ensuite. It's just a cool word.
You probably could, depending on the decoration.
Hey, it's not as bad as Sane sausage. Don't you start with it, right?
You can cook them in the kitchen.
With the gazebo. Right, okay. Bordering on the insane. Okay, here we go. Right, let's check out Lugrass now. Now, these guys have been saying, now, Lugrass certainly got to look at Crazy there. But interestingly, I mean, normally Grassroots pretty aggressive gunfighting team, but so far they've been playing this one fairly cagey.
Well, of course, Lugrass wants to protect her most wanted bounty.
I believe it's, I mean, look at that outfit. I believe it might be Wabbit season. And Lugrass doing the business there. Actually, no, I believe that was Aaron getting a clear on clear. Did that accidentally. Clear on clear.
Tango with the knock, Aaron with the finish there.
Yep, nice work, guys. So it's a 4-2 now, guys. Come on, DH. I love you, Lugrass, but you know, it's about time we sort of be a big team for DH here. And now, here we go, fighting up and down the stairs. And that is Callie knocked. Lugrass changes mags on the Uzi, but gets cleared up by Aaron. Great gunplay there with the M4. And Tango about to get rezzed. And yeah, DH clear 3 guys from Grassroots. And they're going to come out with all 4 players alive and all the loot from Paradise. So great start for these boys and girls. Well done. I think that makes up for us getting them. I think that makes up for us covering them getting absolutely wasted by Grassroots in game number 1, Abs. We might have redeemed ourselves there, love.
Definitely, and not only that, but Aaron gets the bounty.
Yep, very great. Yep, good stuff. Extra bonus points there, my friend. Well done indeed.
And now we're looking at the zone change. We still have a fair amount of water still in play.
So, yep. We're here with one of the Nixes. The Nix Eye. What do you think the plural of Nix is? Nix Eye? Nixes? The Nix. You know, a bit like tiger, you know. Well, sheep. No, I don't know. Oh!
I don't think... Oh.
What would be a good collective noun for a group of Nixes? I don't know. A lurch? I don't know.
Well, we can't have grubs, because that goes to Fitzy.
Oh, no, there's only the one grub star.
Call them blancmange.
A blancmange of Nixes. That's interesting. Yeah, I like that.
And I do have to comment on your Cluedo reference in Paradise.
Which was?
Same sausage in the kitchen with a gazebo.
Same sausage in the girl. I'm using that. I'm using that now. Next game, I'm gonna be streaming a series like, you know, tier 1 Scrim or something. I'm going same sausage in the gazebo
with the kitchen
with a fish slice. I'm going to get in so much trouble. Never get invited back to do it again.
What a way to go, though.
And that is Ragnar knocked. Looks like the guys from Riot are starting to put a move on our winners of game number 2, Sons of Odin. Excuse me. So we've got a pretty benign zone so far. May well be featuring some interesting coastline rotations. All three islands still in play at this moment in time, still at early stages of the game. 57 players left alive, 16 teams still contesting this one. This is game number 3 of DH Most Wanted. I'm here on Sarnock with my noble colleague, Abs Sane Sausage Summer.
Thank you.
No worries, honey.
And I'm with Colonel Mustard.
Colonel Mustard in the gazebo with a bobble hat. Oh dear, I do like casting DH Scrims because it is primarily the event was set up for everybody to have fun. Love casting Tier 1 Pro Scrims, things like that. Absolutely fantastic. But it's also great to see a bunch of people let off steam on a Friday night and just have some fun playing the game. That's what it's for. It is a game after all.
Now, bringing it back to topic, what we are seeing now is that Deadpool of Sons of Odin has just moved back a little. So it seems that the remaining 3 members of Sons of Odin are now trying to make the push on the weaker side of Riot, as Get Over is relatively on his own at the moment. But we do now have Fuji just pushing in to give a bit more support.
But we've also got a team from DH heavily involved in this, and one of those guys has just been taken out by Grim, and Grim is now pushing on Banana, so we've got 3 teams all contesting this small area. Banana now also been knocked.
And Revolt is down 2, so it is now £1 fish. How ironic. They're trying to say
and I believe Banana has now been taken out. Banana somewhat separated from our team, so is that a banana split, Abs? Is that? I don't know.
Absolutely. Best split is a banana split.
Banana split, there we go. We've called it. We are inventing an original PUBG tactic. It is now called the banana split. And here we are, £1 fish. Had a quick look at Sons of Odin Grim there. Still got Riot not too far away from this one. And beautiful knock for £1 fish. Gets Sun out. Beautiful headshot with the AKM there. I'm just going to keep an overlook on this one, see if somebody else comes in. Looks like Riot are looking to rotate away from this one. Zone is starting to push phase 3 of the game. £1 fish trying to stay in this and having a quick peek at Deadpool there.
So we've still got Grim knocked. Ragnar's trying to get him for the revive.
Yeah. And oof, they both took chunks out of each other there. And you have to say, they managed to distract enough to get the res onto Ragnar there. Nade going out, but £1 fish, I imagine now, is going to get very heavily pushed on. There we go, Ragnar doing the business there. So that is the team from DH taken out. 5 kills now for the guys from Sons of Odin. There is our next zone shift, Abs. Looks like we're going to be around the Painan area for a little bit.
Oh, it's fairly... I think it's a fair zone, that one. It's not too harsh.
And the Nixai are taking up position in a building in Painan. We have Team Big, squad number 15, not too far away. Fusion Elite also not too far away. We've got Lionhearts. Let's go and check out our friends from Lionhearts. They're getting into it with Riot. Here we are with Proxy. And looks like we've got one player knocked, one player dead, and Proxy doing a great job there, getting a knock on Fuji. But Proxy has now been taken out, so it looks like Dudders, love that, is the only member of that team up alive. Manages to get 2 thumbs up. Sounds like a bad mob movie, doesn't it? 2 thumbs and Dudders fighting out in the blue with a fish slice in the gazebo.
What is it? Reservoir Dogs meets MasterChef.
Yeah. Today we're doing fillet o' ear. It's rather gruesome scene from Reservoir Dogs, as I recall. So here we are with squad number 6 there, looking at the boys and girls from squad number 11, Sons of Odin. And phase number 4 of the game, and these guys have got the blue at their backs, and you don't want it for too long. Most rotations on Sarlocke on foot, so you really don't want to be running through the blue, not coming into the final stages of the game. It's just going to hurt too much, and if you get into a gunfight, you're really going to suffer for it. And there is our next circle, and wow, aggressive shift. Water is now completely taken out of play, and we're going to be fighting in and around the quarry area, Abs. That central location hut there, going to be prime real estate. Great spot for a gazebo. Here we are with Fusion Elite. Gatekeeping squad number 2 from DH, who we saw clear out grassroots from Paradise Resort. They're maintaining this position edge of zone. And not too many people, it has to be said, are in circle at this moment in time. So Red is now on his own. The rest of that team has been taken out. They've still got managed to pick up 4 kills. They picked up 3 in Paradise. But they obviously ran into another team along the way. And okay, let's have a quick look at this. We've got a situation here out to the west. Here we are with squad number 15. This team from Big. Plenty of players behind it. And we also have a team from Sons of Odin not too far away. And there you can see we've also got Fusion Elite coming into this side of the circle. Zone starting to push phase 4 of the game. And a lot of people all rotating on foot.
And Team 11 Sons of Odin have moved away from Team 15 to Big UK.
These guys are now getting into a big gunfight with the guys from Fusion Elite. They've got 2 players knocked. Here we are with Danny. Kitty Cat has been knocked, going for the thirst, and that was expensive. Huge chunk of damage, so probably a bad move going for the thirst, coming out in the open like that. Gets thirsted up. So No Angel, the only member of that team now on his feet, whilst he's on his belly, kind of. Metaphor, obviously. So the guys from Fusion Elite putting the hurt onto Sons of Odin there, and No Angel will be playing the rest of this game as a solo. And very aggressive shift up to the north.
Nix now finds himself in the middle of Deadpool and Ragnar and Odin's.
And oh, Bedders, you dirty snaky grub. And I think he's going to pay for that. He's going to pay for that. They're not going to let that one go. Yep, and that is Redders taken out, but oh my word. And great work from Reigns there. Clears up. Redders clears up. Escape from Fusion Elite. Great piece of play. We're down to 9 players left alive from 5 teams. Phase 5 of the game, and we're already down to just 9 players.
This might be the unluckiest scrim for Fusion Elite of all time.
The amount of time they keep killing each other, they might as well go into a training room and just slaughter each other. It's fantastic. And here we are with one of the Nick side, the last surviving Nick side, just taken out by Ragnar there. So that is that team gone. We're down to 4 teams, 8 players. And you have to say, the guys from Fusion Elite here, that's Reigns putting the hurt on Ragnar, having a great game, Reigns. clears up from Sons of Odin as well. We're down to 3 teams, 7 players left alive. And having a great game range so far. And the team from Fusion Elite, still a full team. So of the 7 players, they're 4 of them. So you have to say they really do have the advantages at this point, Abs.
22 kills. Good God.
I think that's going to be our highest one this evening. We had 18, I think, in the first game. So we have the guys from Sons of Odin somewhat separated. Ragnar has already taken quite a bit of damage. His Nocturne is going to bleed out. So Odinson on his own. We have 2 surviving members of Team Big up against 3 players from Fusion Elite.
Odinson just taken down by...
And that is Missy taken out. So it's just Wiser up now. And you have to say, the guys from Fusion Elite are just going to push this very aggressively. Wiser now getting pushed on by the blue. Has to come out in the open. Hits the deck. Goes back into the blue and is taken out. Fantastic play there from Fusion Elite to clear that one up at the end. And wow, yeah, look at that. Look at that kill count. These guys went absolutely nuts in that game. It's exactly what we wanted to see. 26 kills. 10 for Reigns, who we saw there quite a bit. Really lighting that one up. Fantastic work from the guys from Fusion Elite in first place. In second place, we have the guys from Team Big UK. They pick up 4 kills. And in third place, we have Sons of Odin, our winners of game number 2. And they pick up 9 kills. Reigns picks up top fragger in that game with 10 kills. I really don't think anybody else is going to come close to that. One of the Knicks I did manage to pick up 5. I've got to stop saying one of the Knicks I really do. With a gazebo in the sausage factory. And Red is picking up 3 kills. One of those, a dirty grub snake kill. Well played, my friend. Love it. Great work from the Redders there. We'll have a quick look down, but I don't think anybody's getting close to 10. No, absolutely not. So, fantastic work from the guys from Fusion Elite. Always great, actually, when we have 3 different teams winning each game. So, we had Grassroots game number 1, we had Sons of Odin game number 2, and Fusion Elite in game number 3. So, well played indeed, boys and girls. Okay, Abs, what were your thoughts on game number 3 there? Quite an exciting one.
I love Redder's kill.
I rather suspect he might come in for some jib in the Discord chat for the snaky grubster-like way that he did that. I'm not complaining because basically if you're a solo coming into a final zone on Sarnok, what else are you supposed to do? But yeah, he's going to get some grief for that. He's going to get some grief for it.
I don't doubt it.
It's great fun to watch, though. Absolutely great fun to watch. Yeah, I mean, the guys did well clearing out Grassroots and Paradise Resort. I thought that the team from DH said, not a bad game at all.
No, not a bad game at all. And, you know, they're doing different things now. You know, Deathly Hallows aren't known for hot dropping in that way. And they did really, really well getting the kills that they did. And, of course, Aaron getting the bounty. But I think we can't leave without mentioning Reigns in that one.
Yeah.
You know, their first place finish, well deserved. And a great performance from Reigns there.
Yeah, Reigns, I mean, he was literally fighting 2 or 3 different squads, getting knocks, getting kills. He just didn't care. Anything that stood up, he was shooting at. Fantastic gun skills. At the end of the day, I mean, yeah, that's what we love about Sarlocke. You start to get those congested zones like that. You still got 30 people running around. You're going to get high kill counts, and that's exactly what we saw. We've actually seen pretty high kill counts in all 3 games from the teams that won, which is always very, very interesting. Very interesting to see, and it's great to see 3 different clans winning it.
Oh, absolutely, and it's so nice because obviously, you know, the teams do this scrim for fun. You know, they do it to just de-stress on a Friday night. For those who are lucky enough to still be working. You know, 5 days a week, you can get stressed. So having a Friday night where you can just play a few matches with your mates, do some good for your clan. What more could you want than that? And it's been a pleasure to stream that. It really, really has.
Yeah, been great fun. I know, Jamik's working this evening, which, that's why he's a gigantic splitter. He's decided that work.
He is a traitor.
Decided that work is more important than PUBG Mobile. What are you thinking? Miss you, Jerry. Don't worry, buddy. Still love you. Yeah, grub. But always a great pleasure to stream with you, Abs. Thank you very, very much indeed for your help this evening. And yeah. We're going to work on the pronunciation and the turning on of the mic skills. I think that would be good. And absolutely no mention of gazebos or sausages in the next game. I promise, boys and girls. But you never know. If Abs is there, the conversation could go anyway. The girl's crazy. What can I
say? True.
Yep. But thank you very much indeed, Abs. Great fun commentating with you this evening. Thank you to all the boys and girls at DH, as always, putting on a fantastic event, as we know they always do. Thank you all very much indeed for turning up. It's great fun having a more fun-oriented, light-hearted scrim. Normally very active chat, normally very active, good fun in the game. And that's exactly what we need on a Friday night, as Abs was just saying there. So well done indeed, boys and girls. Thank you to all the people who watched and commented in the stream chat there. Always very, very much appreciated. Anyway, boys and girls, that's been Deathly Hallow's Most Wanted Scrims from Abs Summer Streamer. Good night, Abs.
Good night.
Okay, and as always, I'm Vimes177 Gaming. Good hunting, and bye for now.